end of week 5, and yesterday afternoon took my first ever test in this master's program, and I'm starting off biochem with a B minus. It's a decent starting point, and of course, as new things go, there's always room to improve, and the only way is up. So I'm gonna first of all, I'm gonna stress email my student mentor, my peer mentor, about what to do for the next exam. And we already have a physio exam coming up on Wednesday, so I'm meeting up with my study group tomorrow. We're gonna go over pretty much all the topics after I go to church, and then go get lunch, and then go to campus and meet up with my study group. That's tomorrow's plan. Yep, yeah. Oh, right. So I finally came home after going to a hockey game tonight. So I went to 2 this weekend. So that's where this smeared face paint is coming from. It was a pretty exciting game tonight. I went to the women's one yesterday, and I went to the men's one tonight. And oh, wow, it was actually pretty relieving and exciting, just being surrounded by a lot of sports fanatics, a lot of other students cheering on our team, the Terriers, and of course the pep band, the adrenaline, the embarrassing moments, men fighting like children. And then there was also a little segment where they had little hockey players play their own little 2-minute game, and one of the teams actually did score a goal. I unfortunately don't have any clips, but I did get in line early enough to score to get one of the t-shirts that has the full season schedule. So this went to the first 2,500 fans, and then they gave out some magnets and some sports newspapers as well. I think I cannot wait to come back to the hockey games in the next couple of weeks, so that I can get the free hockey jersey. I can't believe I'm still bitter that they upped it from 8 to 16 games, but you know what? At least this year it includes the women's games as well. So that's awesome. It's just the environment, like I said. My mind hasn't been that quiet since, I don't know, I would say my weekend in Wisconsin. And so I'd say it's the cold air of the ice rink. Yeah, hockey's where it's at. Okay, so as Saturday goes for me, it's typically a trip to the farmer's market at Haymarket to grab some fruits and veggies, and then I'd say Saturday is my spa days. And now I'm going to talk about how do I survive? How do I fulfill my basic needs? I have a tiny sink in my kitchen, but thanks to the magic of Amazon, I was finally able to get some knives and a chopping board. Let me turn off my fan real fast. Yeah, okay, so today I basically split up a large batch of fried rice for lunch and dinner, and I still feel pretty full. I noticed that, well, last week, or rather this week, I only cooked twice for myself. Everything else was Thai food specifically. I feel like Thai food, it's very budget friendly, and it's a great value for the portion that you're getting. Unless, well, I've taken note of some restaurants that don't really honor the great value aspect, but it's okay. Good to know for my future reference. I feel like when you cook things yourself, I think there's a sense of pride, and then I do personally feel fuller as well. I mean, even on test day, I actually spent maybe about 20 minutes or 15-20 minutes just making some small waffles with chocolate chips and strawberries that I got from the farmer's market. And then when I was eating on the train with my berries too, I felt quite full after. So I think that's really important to me, especially as I'm taking these academically rigorous classes that requires a lot more brain power. Your brain needs glucose, and protein also helps with that too. Basically, I meal prep dog food. What I mean by that is some portions of my meals are pre-cut, or they're very simple concoctions and I just mix it all together. So one such thing is hamburger helper is coming in clutch. Okay, it has the protein, it has the carbs. If I want to add in some veggies like spinach, boom, 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 I can get the whole food pyramid covered. I can cover the whole food pyramid. So this one at Target near me, I actually bought out the whole shelf of 5. So I basically spent $5 on this one in particular. Yeah, in case you don't know me, actually I'll admit, whenever there's one item left of something on the shelf, it really boosts my ego to buy the last item of that item. Wait, hold on. I'll admit, it really is such an ego boost to buy the last stock of an item. Yeah, if it's a box of cereal, just a lonesome box of cereal, and I am the lucky consumer who takes that last box standing home, ego boost. Ego boost. Anyway, so yeah, hamburger helper, got beans. In fact, this week I need to make jambalaya because I think that's a real easy and sustaining meal to make. So maybe my next video I'll actually show the meals that I make or something. Yeah. I don't know where I was going with this. Yeah, okay. And then finally, I think I'll just show you my knives and my cutting boards. So this is from Target, but it's a poly set, or rather they're poly boards. They have the non-slip grip here. They have 3 different sizes. I use this one for maybe veggies, and then this one would be for the meats once I get to that level and figure out how to prep it better. And then my knives. I think Amazon just rolled out this Amazon haul feature, which seems like the Temu version of it, and I think this is actually quite good. So this one came with a set of, I think, 6 knives, perfect for slicing the watermelon I just bought from farmer's market so I can make a slushie, or for chopping carrots. So when I opened up a care package that I received from my family yesterday, I used this knife, and it is sharp enough that it actually sliced through this pillow. It actually sliced through this pillow. It made a little gash there. So I have to sew that up. Predicting my future. But it only took a week for, well, not only. Some people can't wait that long, but I'm patient. So I forgot if I got no delivery fee or something, but I know it took about 3 to 5 days for this to come to my place. Yeah, so this one, it comes with, so what I ordered was 4 gloves and 2 sponges. What they give me is 3 towels with 1 pair of gloves. Yeah, no thanks. That's not what I wanted. Get it right, Amazon. Okay. Yeah, I'm tired. I need to go sleep. I have church in the morning. Good night and take care.